Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of Super Auto Pets. I just figured I would do that just for fun, but someone in the comments, actually multiple people in the comments, said that I sounded like a daily dose of internet, so figured I'd give that person a shout out. Anyway, the reason that the run actually starts from here is because the beginning part of the recording got messed up for whatever, and so it just like dropped a bunch of frames, so you couldn't really tell what was going on. And it's not like the beginning of the game is actually that important anyways. I noticed that like in Akron's videos, he often skips the beginning anyway, so I figured, I'll do the same thing. But I'll just tell you what I got in the start. It was otters and fish and mosquitoes. I mean, it's nothing new. You've probably seen it a bunch of different times. But the whole point of this run, honestly, I didn't really have any ideas going into this. I was just going to play the game and see what happens. And then the game decided to give me a whole bunch of cans, which really opens up the possibilities for a lot of different things. If you buy enough cans, you can make like almost anything viable because your units in the shop will just be so strong. And then it decided to give me a bunch of dolphins, so I just decided to go to a bunch of dolphins. That was kind of the idea behind this run. Anyway, so this start with a level 2 otter, level 2 mosquito, level 2 fish. It looks so perfect for a penguin. Penguin just like it's the best scaler and it's a tier 4, which is crazy. Like honestly, they could make penguin a tier 5 and it would still be good, but if they did make it a tier 5, then there'd be so many scalers at tier 5 with uh seal and monkey and cow and penguin, so maybe that would just be too much. But for now, it's definitely the best tier 4. I personally think that Penguin's actually the best unit in the game. It gives an unbelievable amount of stats if you have everything at level 2, which isn't actually that hard to get, especially when you unlock Chocolate. And if you just think about a level 3 Penguin, it gives plus 3 to 4 things. That's plus 12 for free a turn. And that's just kind of absurd how good that is. You can compare that to Monkey, which is only giving plus 6, plus 9, so that's like, what, 15 stats total versus 24. It's just like a significant difference, even though Monkey is a tier 5. And like the other scalers, Dragon, Seal, Cat, those are not automatic scaling. You have to actually spend 3 gold to scale with them. So it's just kind of crazy how big an advantage Penguin is. Personally, I've been finding that a lot of the times I win in lobbies with something like Penguin Seal. If you can just get like level 2 of both of those, then that's usually enough scaling to win. So that's kind of my secret that I've unveiled to you. If you want to try it out in like a public versus or something, go ahead. Obviously, if the game doesn't give it to you, you can't just like force it every time. You want to spend like some rolls, but not all of your rolls looking for it. Sometimes you just got to take what the game gives you. But if you can get that, it's a huge advantage. Anyway, so you can see I already bought a bunch of cans. We have an 11.6 snail, like 16.8 parrot already. How many cans is that? I'm too lazy to do the math, but normally I recommend stop buying cans on turns 9 and above. I usually just buy cans turns 7 and 8, but it's not like it's the worst thing. If you're still planning on like completely pivoting your team, it seems okay. And I decided I'll just take the loss here. We got a 2010 parrot, 1915 rhino. Like that's just crazy. That's better than everything we have already on our board because we've been just like scaling with giraffes. So I'll accept the loss for this turn, and then we're just going to completely change everything next turn, pretty much. I can sell the giraffes, the crabs. I can maybe keep the mosquito just because it has melon armor. But besides that, looking really good. Oh, look, there's a dog shrimp build. It's always interesting to look at the teams that are in Arena. I know that, like, when I originally started playing this game, I noticed that, like, when I was losing to teams that were good in Arena, that's what I just tried to kind of copy at first. And I was like, okay, wow, it seems like scaling's really good because I keep losing to scaling builds. So I guess I'll try that. Here's actually an interesting decision. So you'd figure, okay, well, you lost, you should buy a snail, right? But the snail actually doesn't really do anything because we're replacing pretty much everything on our team. So if, like, everything's going to get replaced, the buff is kind of just wasted, and so it's not really worth going for. I decided to buy a parrot just because, like, I couldn't really decide what I wanted at this point. I just had to take something, and parrot has decent enough base stats, and eventually I'm hoping to find something useful that I can pair it. Luckily, we run into this like pretty weak hedgehog blowfish build. They can, differ pretty drastically in how strong they are. Like an actually really good hedgehog build is pretty tough to deal with a lot of times, but luckily that one wasn't too bad. Like they don't have 1-ups unlocked, they didn't have skunk, so not too bad. So I see a dolphin in the shop. One thing that's actually really good with just base stats is gorilla. I found, but decided not to go gorilla this time. Although the game did give me a lot of gorillas. Maybe that'll be a future video. Now that I watch this back, we can try to get 6 gorillas Wait, not 6 gorillas, 5 gorillas. Actually, no, we'll go with 4 gorillas and a hedgehog, right? That would be a great team to actually go for. All right, that's something for the future. And now you can see our base stats are just carrying us. It's looking good. Like, it's hard to scale faster than cans. It's going to take a few turns before people with like penguin monkey are going to be way better than us. So for now, it's really good. So parrot, again, the things go in order of attack. So you want the parrot with the highest attack to do copy its ability first, and then the one with lower attack to be behind that other one, so that the parrot chain works. Otherwise, it might not work. And I believe if it's the same attack, I think it's just RNG. I could be wrong though. I still don't have confirmation. So there we go. There is 3 dolphins right there. And at this point, it's honestly too late to buy a can. I wouldn't recommend buying a can here, but I decided why not. I just want all of the things possible. And there we go. We messed up their whale build, which is actually pretty nice. One of the best uses for dolphin is sniping like a whale deer build, because that can really completely mess up someone's team, especially if they have like tiger whale deer, which is actually a really good summoning build that I would highly recommend going for. But you got to kind of make sure that the opening deer does not get sniped, because otherwise you lose all of your spawns. And that would obviously be a big problem for a summoning build. I was thinking about taking a tiger here, but there's no real difference between tiger and parrot. In fact, parrot's actually just better base stats, although we did buy 1 can, so technically it did have slightly better stats. Not really a difference though. And now look at that. It's so beautiful. I just wanted to line up the 3 dolphins in a row. It looks so good. Too bad this is, like, I guess we could try to throw this round, but there's no real way to throw besides messing up the parrots. That way I could get a level 2 dolphin next turn, or maybe just go for like 4 dolphins instead of kind of the cheating with the parrots. But unfortunately, we run into a pretty weak hippo team, and that's it. We win. Pretty much 5 dolphins, 3 actual dolphins, and 2 parrots, but a pretty fun build all around. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.